Hi guys, welcome back to Unfiltered India podcast. And I'm very, very, very excited for today's episode because I have two very special guests with me today. But before concentrating on them, I would like to first concentrate on our podcast. Thank you so much for showing the support you guys have shown throughout. And talking about today's episode, again, I'm gonna say this because these two are very special to me. These two are like two of my very dearest friends. And introducing about them. So this is Ashi right here. Talking about her, Ashi, like ever since I've met her, the thing which I have observed about her is she's the most friendly, enthusiastic, and fun-loving person. And even if you meet her for the first time, you will feel the same. And friendship is very, very important to her. If you want to impress her, then just make sure that you send her handwritten notes because she loves those. Send her handwritten notes, send her flowers. She'll cherish them for life. So introducing Ashi to you all. Clap guys.
Clap.
Ashi. Okay, next up we have athashree Sankhe. So talking about athashree, every single person here can relate that in our school life we have that one friend which we know that is gonna stay with us forever, and we know I'm so glad to be friend with that kind of person. So athashree is like that for me. I know athashree since past 7 years. It's been long, 7 to 8 years. But to be honest, I at first didn't like her. Even she didn't. Also, talking about her, she loves reading books. So she legit loves reading books so much that every time, like sometimes at night if I text her at midnight, she'll be like, ki, reading book nantar bolte. So that's athashree guys. And she'll prefer books over movies. So if you wanna just know about athashree, then yeah, books. Give her books. That's what I would say. Also, she'll suggest you series to watch. She has been suggesting me Shadow and the Bones from past 2 months. So that's athashree. So thank you so much guys firstly for coming. So today we are gonna talk about Gen Z. I know, interesting. So let's start with this conversation. I'd like to start with you, Ashi. Tell me what comes to your mind when I say Gen Z.
I think when you ask me what I think about Gen Z, the first thing that comes into my mind is a group of teens obsessed with everything and anything happening in their lives. And to be more like technical, it's like 90s, say 210s tak ke bacche and all our friends group and everyone. But Gen Z in specific, I think they're all crazy, obsessed teens about everything, to be honest.
True. And athashree, what does you
Okay,
think?
first of all, I would like to say very cute introduction. I loved it.
Yes,
Obviously.
actually.
Yeah.
Very genuine and honest.
Yeah. And okay, talking about Gen Z, I would like to say that they are very technologically advanced kids. Kids, teenagers, I would say teenagers now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they are also very passionate about the things
Right.
they do. So I love that about them. And yeah, that's all I would like to say about the Gen Zs.
So I'm really excited to talk about ourselves because we are Gen Z and we'll be self-roasting as well, guys. We'll be self-roasting Gen Z and most of our audience are Gen Z. So
Obviously.
yeah, so should we start?
Yeah.
So we are going to focus on a lot of subtopics, but I have to start this with, begin with this, which is Gen Z and the slangs they use. Guys, even we use a lot of slangs in daily life as well. Like if someone cracks a joke, I'll be like "Lamao dad." everyone does that.
Yes.
So, but there are some slangs which people get irritated listening to. So I'd like to know their opinion and the slangs which they hate. At the same time, you guys can also say the slangs which you like. So athashree, please go first.
Okay, I would like to say that I don't like the simp. I know many of you are gonna disagree with it, but I don't. I just feel that it's a very sexist slang. I feel like that. So I don't like that. And the other one I don't like is a slap one, which I recently heard. I just didn't like it. Bas. And okay, baki the like every other slang we use. Like we use it daily in our text and all. I like it. No problem.
Gen Z people like slang.
Yeah.
That's the scene.
That's like daily lifestyle ka hissa now.
Yeah.
I think the very first slang which I dislike is KMS, which is
What does it mean?
which is kill myself.
Oh.
And when it had come, I wasn't aware of it, and everyone used to use that slang, and I'm like, what do you mean by kilometers? I'll kilometers. What do you mean by that? And lol. And then I went, obviously Google, Google because Gen Z में fit in भी होना है. So I was like, Google it. And it's kill myself. And ironically enough, I use it the most now. So I hate it, but I love it. So it's a love-hate relationship. And I guess no cap. No cap is one I don't like. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me at all. What does no cap mean? I mean, just say anything other than that. So yeah. But I use it very rarely, but I do. Yep.
Nice, that's nice. Good to know the slang you guys hate. And to be honest, they can relate with me. We don't know half of the slangs, even if we are Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like, we
Yeah.
seriously don't know half of the slangs.
half of
And
the
even
time
you
we
guys
use
don't know.
Google,
So, be honest, even you guys don't know half of the slang, but you want to fit in with, in the, you know, the
Gen
teenage
Z
group.
Group.
So, you will go and search on Google and you will use that. So, that's guilty pleasure. maybe.
Guilty pleasure.
Guilty
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I agree.
So, talking about the next thing, which everyone, every single person does, and even we are doing it right now, guys, which is nothing but
Aesthetics.
aesthetics. So Gen Zs are extremely obsessed with aesthetics.
This word aesthetics.
Yeah, even the word,
Yeah.
even the way their Instagram feed is, every single thing they have to put thoda aesthetic in it.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion on that? Like, what do you think
Okay.
is aesthetic?
So like below the limit, it's fine. Okay, we also like sometimes want to post something
Yeah.
aesthetic. Wow, this looks aesthetic. I
Exactly.
want to
Yeah,
post it.
exactly.
But like if your every single photos or post on the Instagram, if it looks like the complete aesthetic, then it's like
Obsession.
come on, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you should have some fun now. Okay, you're hanging out with your friends, and if you're taking aesthetic photos only, when are you having fun? In my mind is like they're clicking photos only, yeah, full time.
True that. She's like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, true. I think on this part, I'm a very aesthetic obsessed person. If there's anything at all, I want it ekdam aesthetic. I don't know how do I define it, but I'll just find some objects here and there, place it that way, and I think it's more of dikhawa type to show it to the
True.
audience that aesthetic hai. The minute I get that one picture, I'm like, bas khatam. I'm back to my own self. Kha lenge, pehen lenge, that's it. But yeah, aesthetic, I guess it's a obsession. Obsession.
Even a college is aesthetic, guys. I guess that's the reason why she
Her
selected Xavier.
Snapchat proves that.
Yeah.
Snapchat proves that.
Yeah, guys, she goes to Xavier's
Xavier's.
and she always click pictures and she always, like, you know, story pe
Aesthetics.
dalegi and everything like that. So,
She'll
Yeah.
be showing off, but not showing,
Showing
off.
off.
do that.
yeah.
Yeah. She's
She's
like
like,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
our day 67 of shooting.
Yeah, exactly. Just a normal day at Xavier's.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this aesthetic thing was fun. And to be honest, our setup is also aesthetic, guys. So, please
Yeah, but
admire this.
Admire this. It
Yeah.
took a lot of efforts.
Lot of efforts.
okay, so one more thing about Gen Zs is that they are like very much aware about mental illness, that I'm very proud of that, you know, they are spreading awareness and stuff. But I also feel like they are very much into like self-diagnosing the depression, anxiety,
Yeah.
and like seeking validation through that stuff, which I find very wrong because the person who needs it might get ignored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And you can actually mistake those signs maybe
Yeah.
sometimes. And there are those really nonsensical reels and everything which actually put up a very stupid kind of a quote or something. And they just name it under the psychological fact wala thing. And that
True.
just doesn't make sense. And like you can actually mislead the crowd towards something that is not even there. It's that way.
also Gen Zs and the TikTok.
Oh my
Oh.
god. No, the
Social
obsession
media.
with
We actually
reels.
made a
Reels.
whole separate episode. Guys, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. Harsh and Mandar have discussed about social media and how cringe it is. So please go and watch that. Link is in that
Nice.
I wala button. Anyway, go ahead.
Nice self-promotion.
Self promotion.
That reels ka section, and once you get that, you know, habit, then you just keep on
True.
scrolling, hours pass by. I'm like, I'll sit and study 6 baje, but if it exceeds 3 minutes, if it's even 6:03, I'm like 6:30 ko baithenge. I
That's
cannot.
so every single
Why?
Gen Z
Everyone
person
can
can.
Yeah, exactly. It's that way. It gets you hooked in a way.
Yeah, like the thing with the attention span, like it's decreasing with the Gen Zs and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
It's related to that only, na? Ki you're getting the 2 minutes ka time pass video, but
Yeah.
you scroll like 1 hour.
yeah, exactly. I think there's so much of fake hype as well. Girls hype, yeah, probably in like mass, girls only
True.
hype their friends so much, and sometimes it's even fake. Like there's this girl, I saw her hyping her friend so much, and the very next day she was talking about her. So it's like so much fakeness happening on social media that you cannot differentiate between what is real and what is fake. It's like real kya hai, real kya hai, pata nahi hai.
Good one.
Yeah.
So guys, you know, there are a lot of generations. Like people have named it. There's Gen Z, Then before Gen Z, there's Millennials. Then there's Gen X. So before Gen X, there's a generation named Baby Boomers.
Oh.
I know it's funny. It's really funny. So when the first time I read this Baby Boomers, I was like, why is the name Baby Boomers? So the reason, do you guys know the reason why the name is Baby Boomers?
I am not aware of it.
So Baby Boomers are the generation who, like the age after, kind of after the World War wala period. So it's something like 1946 kind of.
Okay.
So after 20 years after that, around that. So that's the time. So basically after Second World War wala period.
Right.
And at that time, like after the Second World War wala period, there was extreme increase in birth rates. So there was extreme increase in birth rates, and that's the reason why these people are known as baby boomers. You can go by the name why they are known as baby boomers. Also, all the baby boomers,
the babies.
yeah. So that term is known as like extreme increase in birth rate and all. That is known as baby boom kind of a thing. So that's why they have named it as baby boomers.
Yeah, whoever assigned this name had
And very creative, man.
Yeah. So also all the baby boomers out there. No offense to you guys, and at the same time, thank you for maybe increasing population of the countries who didn't have anything, I guess.
Thanking for the population.
Thanking for the population
Yeah.
increase, maybe. I don't know, but baby boomers out there, you did your job.
Yeah, you did what you all had
Yeah,
to.
you did what you had to. True. So let's talk about a differentiation between millennials and Gen Zs. And we go against it and for it as well. It would be fun.
Yeah, it would be
So,
fun.
let's go.
Yeah, you framed that differentiation exactly like the school ka question.
Yeah, guys. Short note.
Differentiate between.
Yeah,
If you guys
differentiate
comment a proper short note on differentiation between Gen Zs and millennials, then we'll give you something. I don't know.
We'll give you a like.
Yeah, like.
between-
Thank you guys.
Yeah, we will comment you can.
Yeah, we will comment back and we'll maybe share a story on our page if we really like your answer.
Yeah.
So get creative and do a differentiation. Anyway, let's hear differentiation from them.
I will say that millennials are more towards the stability, like career wise, whereas Gen Zs they follow their passion. Like they
Yeah.
are seriously like, okay, if I love it, then only I'm gonna do that.
Do it. Yeah. I think Gen Zs are more technologically aware, a lot more than millennials. Millennials are just getting like a hand of it, abhi jaake. And surprisingly enough, it's like we are the Gen Zs and our parents are the millennials. So it's like we helping them with the technology and everything. That is one biggest, I guess, difference I can see between both of these generational gaps.
Okay, also no offense to all the millennials out there. We have a heavy millennials crowd as well. No offense, firstly. But secondly, putting this forward, millennials kind of settle thoda jaldi.
Yeah.
They kind of settle easy.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Gen Zs are like, no, we have to push our
Yeah.
envelope, we have to chase
we have
that,
to do
have
this,
that.
we have to do that. Wo sab karenge, then we will think of settling down.
Yeah, even earning through online methods.
Yeah,
True,
yeah.
yeah.
That's also.
That's very true.
And Gen Zs, like this, there's one thing, the Gen Zs are kind of good at skills. When I talk about skills, it includes communication skills
Yeah.
Very
and
true.
it includes socializing as well.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think they are good at it because Gen Zs are more open to change. They are open to change. They are open to new topics. If you actually put forth any kind of issue, may it be globally or nationally or on any strata, Gen Zs are quite open to it. But if you talk about that with millennials, they are quite thoda restrictive about it. Like, I just cannot go in front of my parents and talk about
You guys are
anything
boring.
at all.
Millennials are boring. No offense again.
She's saying the most offensive things with the tag of
No
no
offense.
offense.
That's
This is
Gen Z.
typical Gen Z
That's
thing
Gen Z for you
happening
guys.
here. Yeah, so it's like I just can't go in front of my parents and say every other thought that comes in my mind. I cannot. I have to replay it in my head like 2-3 times and then just go for it. But with the Gen Zs, obviously, I cannot. Like, first thought, yeah.
Also the fact that we were born when the technology was like very much
Yeah,
That's an advantage for us.
Yeah,
I can
so that's
listen-
why we are like, so we grew up with the technology, right? Not
Right.
the millennials, like unlike the millennials.
Yeah.
True. So they have their
Own
have
reasons.
their own advantages, disadvantages,
Yeah.
pros and cons for everything.
Right.
Talking about biggest con of Gen Z, is I personally feel this. I don't know what you guys have in your mind, but I personally feel this that Gen Zs cannot deal with stress the way millennials can, or any generation for that matter. But Gen Zs really can't handle stress. Not only stress, let it be anything. So like if I hire you for a job and if you don't like the environment and stuff like that, you obviously change, but you can maybe give it a try or something like that. That's what millennials do. But talking about Gen Zs, they get infuriated very quickly. They take decisions very quickly, very harshly, and at the same time, they cannot handle stress. Is what I feel. As compared to millennials, obviously. So, what do you feel? And also share any personal experience if you have.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gen Zs are like very much like cut the negativity out of your life. But I feel like the criticism helps you grow, you know.
Oh,
When you say ki,
oh.
no, you're not doing this right, then you'll try to improve, right? But like Gen Zs like focus on making their stronger points more strong and not their weaker points strong.
Oh.
This is actually a thing to notice.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the factor.
I think it was that way with the millennials because they weren't open to psychological problems at that particular time. Like, it wasn't really, general and everything.
True.
But with Gen Z, I think people know a lot more psychological terms than that of millennials. So it's like once you know something, you actually want to dig into it, you want to know more. So once they come to know one specific thing, they're like, abhi mujhe aur janna hai. I want to know if I am actually this or not, or that or not. And then they don't try to neglect it. They try to dig into it more and more. And then sometimes they get it stuck into that loophole or something. If you're anxious, they just get stuck into that anxiety wala loophole. There's no way they try to come out of it. So I guess that's the factor which is like thoda problematic. But other than that, I don't think there's something.
Oh, so it's basically like how medical students now, when they study a disease, they are like, oh shit, ye to mujhe bhi hai kya?
Yeah.
But it's not.
How
like
sad
that.
is that? That is sad.
I don't know
Yeah.
for a fact. I just heard it. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But
I'll
still,
say for
if
sure.
it's
It's like
like
if
there,
I-
then it's thoda funny at the same time it's sad.
Yeah, right.
Also, guys, we have diversity today, okay? She belongs to science stream. She belongs to arts, and I
Arts.
belongs to commerce. We have diversity. Okay, so we have gotten thoda intellectual and
Yeah.
thoda deep thoughts
Deep
and all.
thoughts.
Let's go thoda out and talk about how Gen Zs are also known as trendsetters.
Yeah.
Let it be anything.
Anything.
They'll set a trend. Anything. No,
Anything.
I'm just not talking about Instagram or like reel wala trend. I'm talking about any single trend. So, what do you guys think? At what, like, is this good trend setting thing? Is that good? Because, see, I personally feel that if any person sets a trend, then all the Gen Zs will go behind it, will follow, and there are like only few people who will be like, no, I don't follow trend and all, but
Yeah.
secretly they do. So that's the scene with Gen Z, and this is thoda bad because this doesn't help them to create their own identity.
Own personality.
Is what I
It's
feel.
right.
So, what do you guys have to say on this? The trendsetters thing.
I think there's like the very first example which comes to my mind is about the jeans, baggy jeans and skinny jeans wala thing. If I talk with my mom, she tells me that the baggy jeans you'll have now, it was prevalent in like 90s vagera too, if I'm not wrong.
70s and 80s.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly. And then out of nowhere, baggy jeans just came into trend. I don't know when. And now you'll see everyone wearing it. And then again, there's this fluctuation. Again, some people, I guess, are moving towards skinny jeans again. But there's this sudden change of trends happening very quickly, very like swiftly. Again, with those bucket hats, maybe tote bags to be specific.
Guys,
Tote bags.
please don't use. Bore ho gaya dekh ke yaar.
Jhola.
Bore ho gaya dekh ke. And I don't use this, so I'm not hypocrite firstly.
Yeah. Even I don't use it, so
But
I'm
bore ho
not a
gaya
hypocrite.
dekh ke. Like we see in our colleges people using tote bags, and it's so. थक गई मैं देख के यार. थक गया वो bro.
My mom calls it
थक गया वो
jhola.
bro, guys.
As simple as that. Jhola.
And it is
And
jhola.
it's not practical, like with the traveling.
It's
and all.
all-
It is not. True.
Yeah, it's all about aesthetics.
Yeah.
That's it.
Aesthetic.
It's aesthetics.
Aesthetic comes again.
Yeah.
But guys, सच में मत use करो यार. What is this?
I guess even getting the nails done. I guess the Billie Eilish wala jab se shuru hua na, like the long pointy nails. Yeah, even like the college girl, and it's very expensive, you know, the acrylic nails and all.
True.
I think doing it for yourself or because you like it is fine, but doing it just to fit in or just to like trend setting hai isliye, then
there
it
are
is
people
problematic.
who do that. There are
Yeah,
people who do that.
I think most of the people do that.
True. Because yeah, that's the point. It is kind of expensive, and to be honest, if you do your Delhi chores, then it will get removed. So
People who
It
wash
will get
utensils like me know it. We know what the struggle
guys,
is.
Ashi washes utensils.
At least one of us.
One of us. Guys, one of us washes utensils.
Utensils.
That's a good thing, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so the movies, like the Gen Z Bollywood movies specifically,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I know, right? Like movies, I don't understand their plot most of the times, and I have seen this constant, I guess, algorithm where they are trying to match up to the Hollywood and other industries.
True.
I don't see that authenticity in Bollywood nowadays, which it had earlier in its plot,
True.
in its everything. To be honest,
Like, I guess Brahmastra was hyped because of its animation and stuff,
Yeah.
but
The
honestly,
dialogues,
I didn't
Guys,
like
I
You all
like
must have seen
Brahmastra. What is
memes.
the problem with you all? I love Brahmastra.
She's like the
I'm
only
She's
person
the
I
only-
know
yeah.
who loved Brahmastra.
True.
Oh my
okay?
God.
I'm
And
the only person.
we were like
who knows that.
texting, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't like it," and she was like, "Oh, I loved."
Okay, I haven't watched Brahmastra, but I have like read thousands of memes about it, especially the dialogues, the English,
Shiva.
Shiva.
English. It's like बहुत English use किया है उसमें.
See guys, to be honest, dialogues were not good, especially that one Isha Parvati wala jo bhi tha. Dialogues were not good, but talking about the whole movie story thing, I really liked it. And I
Yeah.
know you guys are gonna criticize me in the comment because I'm the only person who liked Brahmastra. But yeah, you guys
She's
can
going to watch the part 2 in theater.
Oh
I'm
my
going
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that already.
Oh my God.
Greedy.
Oh god.
I won't mind.
And then what is linked with Bollywood? It's music.
Yeah.
Lol.
Gen Z
Okay,
A
so I
big
really
lol.
like the Deva wala song. Okay, yeah.
Deva Deva is everyday.
It's like
song
a
for me.
number one on Spotify or something.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a
It-
number one on Spotify.
I sent a snap today now.
Yeah. It's like that way. I think very few songs in Bollywood like have that authenticity. Gen Z wala Bollywood I'm talking about. Because like there's just remake system happening. I don't know why. There is no authenticity. You just add more bass and everything and just just
Hmm.
change the singers and expect
Vulgar
us
word
to
is a thing, yeah.
like those
yeah.
songs. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not happening.
No, not at all. No. Tony Kakkar. No. Might get
Guys, that's facts. Spitting out
facts, guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all the Kakkars, okay? Tony
All
Kakkar,
the
the Neha
Yeah.
Kakkar.
Yeah.
That's true, guys.
I think Neha Kakkar earlier was better. I
Okay.
used to like
Not
her.
better. Okay.
Okay tha. But abhi whatever is happening, I guess, no. You
Okay.
shouldn't.
The OG, like the Arjit
OG.
Singh, even Hardy Sanju.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there are really good Punjabi songs as well.
Punjabi songs are right now in trend
Yeah.
and they are really good, I feel.
I think because of that, like what the Bollywood is providing us with right now, the Gen Z is moving more towards the OTT platforms
Yeah.
like Netflix, Hotstar, and everything. It is trending because of that. Like you cannot completely blame the Gen Zs for actually
Absolutely.
moving towards it. Like what y'all provide also must be taken into
True that.
consideration.
No, true that. That's absolutely true. You need to judge your target audience and then
Yeah.
decide your movies. And currently, Bollywood is not doing that. No,
Let's
And
just be
OTT
honest.
platform is honestly more affordable. Like one movie ka ticket and you
Yeah,
get the full
true.
year ka
Exactly,
subscription, na?
exactly.
Plus you can watch it anytime
Yeah,
in
yeah,
your home
anywhere.
comfort. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I get it. Like why the Gen Zs like the OTT.
Yeah,
actually. Yeah.
Like why they prefer the OTT.
prefer. Yeah,
And to be honest, Gen Zs are more shifting towards watching series which are on OTT.
Yeah.
Not only, like obviously Indian series, we have good Indian series.
Yeah.
At the same time, there are many American series or many Western country series
Yeah.
which Gen Zs are watching right now. To
Right.
be honest, it has its own advantages and disadvantages because sort of a mindset badal jata hai,
Badal
to be
jata
very
hai.
honest. And that mindset should suit your environment, is what I feel. So sometimes the thoda American wala mindset doesn't suit our environment, our environment as in our society environment,
Yeah.
everything. But at the same time, there are advantages as well. So that's what Gen Zs are, going towards,
Right.
focusing towards advantages.
Right. I think there's this term. So basically, I'm a student who studies political science. So a professor once
Flex.
taught us.
Hashtag flex.
So a professor once taught us civilizational differences, like how there's difference between India and other countries, but to be specific, America, because now we can see them influencing us even more. So it's like civilizational differences. What we have come from and how we have evolved is a totally different thing. And what they have come from and they have evolved is a totally different thing. So we don't actually take into consideration those factors, but we rather just dig into everything at
That's
all.
so true.
We're like,
There's-
why hasn't our country evolved that way? But we need to understand where we have come from.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So America got freedom 300 years ago, guys.
Yeah.
And we got freedom just
Like
70,
75 saal.
75 saal, 76 years ago to be precise.
Yeah.
So you need to understand that 300 years and 76 years,
Yeah.
and still we are evolving. And
Yeah.
you don't
We are
really
developing at a
we are
very
developing.
fast pace.
Yeah,
we are
actually,
developing at a
we
very
are.
fast pace.
Like, look at the G20
And with the
thing
current
happening.
problems we are having with the border and stuff,
Yeah, we are.
True.
Actually. Go India.
Yeah, go India. Unfiltered India.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please, guys.
Like, comment,
Like,
share.
Bell icon.
share, bell
और क्या
icon.
होता है?
Share on your Insta pages, guys. Your Gen Zs. Come on, do
Come
that.
on, help us.
So I also like that Gen Zs are very upfront about their feelings.
Yeah.
Like if they like a girl or if they think that she's cute, they'll just come and tell you like, oh, you're cute. Like unlike the
This shares experiences.
Yes.
unlike the
Yes.
unlike the other generation, like
Yeah.
they used to be like, oh, should I approach her?
Yeah. It was kind of
Chahane
innocent
pohe.
love.
Chahane pohe, to be
pohe.
precise.
Very
Yeah.
true.
So you guys any experience?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Lama were dead.
No, I've had these experiences with pickup lines, but this one thing which was, I feel very cringe. Okay, I cringe out very easily, but this one thing like, are your eyes ocean? I would like to drown in them, kind of thing. And then
Don't do this,
please
yaar.
don't do this.
Don't do this, please.
Never do this. Never.
Okay, so I guess we have many things to discuss about Gen Zs, but we don't have that much of time, so we'll have to conclude and wrap up this. But before that, I'd like to ask you your guys' reviews. Be honest, okay? Just tell me that how was your experience? This was your first time coming to a podcast, any podcast for that matter. And so tell me, how was your experience? And at the same time, what did you think about, picking out this topic and talking about it? So basically give a honest review.
Yeah.
I want honest review, guys.
Yeah.
Not because
Sure.
I'm your friend.
You're very honest. You know that.
Okay, first of all, thank you for picking up.
Yeah, like
I
I
picked
was-
up them.
yeah, she
Utha
picked
ke
us.
लाई.
Yeah. Like, what have you done in your life?
Life.
That's
Exactly.
true.
To be here?
That's true.
Very true.
So yeah, but I truly
We
appreciate
truly
that.
appreciate that.
We truly appreciate that. And yeah, it was a nice experience to have. Like the next time, okay, when I'm talking to someone, I can tell them,
Yeah.
I was on a podcast.
Okay, I don't want diplomatic answer that it was nice podcast.
Okay, so basically I was very nervous. I was like, क्या होगा क्या नहीं, stutter हो जाऊंगी, कुछ नहीं बोल पाऊंगी, and all of that, my anxiety actually gushing in.
Okay, Spitchin, I called her that day ki, oh shit, I'm not gonna say anything in front of the
Yeah,
camera. I'm gonna
exactly.
be chub, ekdam.
Yeah.
But okay, this was very friendly
Yeah,
atmosphere.
exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a monologue or something. I think I liked it because it was very interactive. We could actually spill what's happening, and we could actually spill in our honest opinions rather than just, faking it and caking it.
That's what you get on Unfiltered India, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's unfiltered.
It's unfiltered.
You guys get to watch half an hour wala podcast, but in real, there's a lot done. Especially, there's a lot done in real. You can see that we have proof.
Yeah.
But I like to thank the people who are behind the camera. I would like to thank Mandar. I would like to tell you guys that Mandar edits every single video, every single reel, every single thumbnail. Basically, he's the one who edits every single thing of our podcast. So I have to take a moment and appreciate him, because he has been doing this ever since we started a podcast. And I was like, Mandar, I don't know how to do editing, and he was like, Karin me. So I would like to appreciate him for doing editing, and even this episode ka editing obviously he's doing. So thank you for that. Obviously, it's your podcast, you have to do it.
She's appreciating him, and then she says, you have to do it.
He has to. He doesn't have an option. Anyway, I would also like to thank one more person who is, every single time behind the camera with us, Prasad. Prasad is Mandar's cousin, and he manages recording and, checking if recording is going proper, managing the camera angle and everything. So he does that. So thank you, Prasad and Mandar, for that. And yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. Again, thank you so much for coming. I hope you guys had a fun time. Yeah. So
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe, do all those things. You guys already know what they are. So thank you so much, guys, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Yay.
Okay.
Hello.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe to
And like, share.
Unfiltered India.
And what? Bell button. Spot dada. Om Deva Deva Much needed, athashree. So proud of you.
ये story लगता है justice for host ऐसा लिखते हैं. ऐसा justice for host. 1, 2, 3 थोड़ा बोल. 1, 2, 3 action.
This was so bad.
अरे यहाँ नाही आलं तोंडावर.
So guys, start.